ask you a few questions about Slingshot as a brand in the competitive market. When people think of Slingshot as a brand, what do you want to come to mind? What are the associations that you're aiming to build around Slingshot?
Yeah, so that's an issue we're grappling with right now is a lot of people think Slingshot used to be innovative, right? Like you look back at 2000 to 2014, a lot of great products. Like we had the one pump, the bars that never wore out, the RPM came out, really changed the game. And then the Hoverglide foil, those colorful ones with the neon green and yellow front wings, really innovative products. Then we had a slump basically I think kind of 2017 until 2024. And in 2021, we got a new guy that came in and kind of helped us reorg a little bit and said, hey, we need to invest in new designers, right? We need a younger group inside this office working on new ideas and stuff like that. So we hired Addie, a guy named Bobby, a guy named Gabriel. And I was one of those hires too. So it basically brought the average age of Slingshot down by probably 20, 30 years, which was huge. But a lot of new ideas. So that started in 2021 and everybody, like they started going down the hill of designing, right? And bringing out new products. And I do feel like 2024, we were halfway there in terms of having all of our products be really high level. 2025, 100%, I think all of the products that we have in our line are really there. So now we're trying to figure out how do we tell that to the customer that we're back? Slingshot is back, the innovation is back. And one of the ways was through that campaign, Feel the Difference, is that don't necessarily take our word for the product being better, because everyone says that. We've been saying it for years. Doesn't actually mean anything these days. It's more go to your local retailer, go to these demo centers that we have and go try the product for yourself. And this summer, we basically, you haven't been to Hood River, but our office is right on the water. And downstairs, we have this garage that used to be our huge R&D space, which is great for me. But our CEO came in one day and he was like, hey, we need people trying our product for free. So we shrank the R&D size by 50% of the garage, or 50%. Still plenty of space. Obviously, we have tons of boxes and tons of places to put gear. But 50% of that garage went into a demo center where people could walk in for free and check out a product for 2 to 3 days. So they got to take it home, deal with it, kind of use it, take it out on a couple sessions, and then bring it back. Then they could come back and try another product the next time they came in. And that worked really well for us, really got out these new 2026 product line products onto the water and in people's hands. That's kind of one of the ways. But obviously, we could do like a docu-series on each one of our designers that we've invested in, things like that. And that'll come down the pipe. But there's only so much bandwidth. And for us, innovation is really important. Obviously, the marketing side is important too. And we have guys doing that. But in terms of like, do we put Bobby, our foil designer, on camera talking about a foil that he's designing? Or do we rather have him design the foil and actually make a product that comes to, like it's kind of that trade-off right now. I think in the winter, as things slow down a little bit here and there's not as many people walking in asking questions about our new products, we'll be able to do that a bit better and film that. So that's definitely one of the steps we're going to take overall. And then obviously like education about our product. We've been running some ads on, not necessarily just like, hey, buy this for this discount. It's more like learn about the One Lock system. We have a foil finder on our website that you can click through and it gives you the foil that I would recommend. I built it with AJ, our website guy, and we were like, hey, let's help the customer understand what foil in our line we think they should be riding without having to call us, right? So you can click through that, choose your weight, wind speed, sport, skill level, all that, and it'll spit out the foil that I would recommend for you. And there's obviously like a little bit of play there. You can mix and match stabilizers and front wings depending on the wind speed and stuff, but it's about trying to make it easier to understand like what product would fit for you so that if you buy something, you are happy with it overall.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a couple ways. Obviously, you can always do more, but it's a little hard these days. You got to pay a lot of money for athletes and stuff like that. So we're kind of going back out and talking to athletes and stuff like that, seeing it's a lot better now. It used to be when your product isn't good, you got to pay money for people to ride your stuff. And it's not a great relationship, right? But now we have actually people coming to us being like, hey, I've seen the One Lock, I've ridden it, I really enjoy it. I love your new wings. The kids, they like to spin and flip on them. The older guys, they really like them too. And then our kites, I don't know if you know anything about kiting on a twin tip, but our Big Air series of kites is doing really, really well. Our athlete just won the latest competition. I think we're going to have probably 2 to 3, maybe 4 athletes in King of the Air. So we've really innovated a lot in kite. That this is a Foilers podcast, so it doesn't really matter. But we've been putting it for everywhere, and I think that's important to know and to see in our product line overall.